Okay there. I want to share a little quick video here to share a strategy that I use. And let me just show you what it is. So these are 1 hour charts, and this happens to be on the US 100. Um, these are 1 hour bars with no wicks on them. And if you want to know how to take off the wicks, I'll show you how to do that right now. I'm just cleaning up this chart a little bit before I make this video. Sorry, it's a mess. Let me just clean it up, finish cleaning up just a little bit more. Okay, so if you want to take the wicks off your candles just to make them easier to see what the bars themselves are doing, or you want to put them on, just do that. If you want to take them off, just hit the little settings key under the top one symbol, untick the wick box, and then you won't have wicks on your chart. So what I'm looking for, and it's easier again to see without the wicks, is these are 1 hour bars. I'm looking for double tops, double bottoms. Very simple strategy, I think, to trade, but you just have to train your eye to know what to look for. So right now, all I've got on here is the VWAP, MTF. That's stands for VWAP multi-time frame, which I find is very useful for trading indices. And you can find that by going to the Trading View indicators and hitting VWAP um, multi-time frame. This one right here, VWAP MTF multi-time frame. Okay, so that's the indicator I have here, and I have volume. Those are the only two things I have on here right now. This is the RSI chart. I do use this a lot for confirmation, so I'll just show you what I got here. Okay, so because I really don't trade in the middle of the night, this is the midnight, time right here. It's not really that much volume. It's kind of low volume, so I'd rather trade when volume picks up here. This is the New York session. This is 9 a.m. right here. This is 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m. These are when New York traders are starting to show up and start to place some orders. So this section of time right here, like 8 o'clock in the morning to about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock noon, that's really the best time I think to trade, just because of the volume situation is better. So that would be like this area right here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and back this off just a little bit, show you the strategy. So the strategy is simply, if you notice here, you'll see what I call a double bounce. You've got, kind of a uptrending stock with a big pullback here, and it bounces off the VWAP once, pulls back, and bounces off twice. And at the end of that, that's your entry trigger. Just that simple. Stop goes under that bar. So you'd be looking for the same thing on the way down. And interestingly enough, oftentimes what you will find is that the confirmation bar becomes a pivot line. So let's see if that's the case here. It is. I'll show you that it is, but don't let that distract you too much from watching how this trade sets up. So okay, so it's the middle of the night here. It's midnight, and the bars start coming down. Again, I'm not trading yet because it's still too early in the morning, but you see a huge push down there on the US 100, NAS 100, and then start seeing it retrace. Okay, so it's starting to bounce here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've got one rejection. Okay, of the VWAP area, and then we're going to see what happens. Look for a second rejection possibly, and okay, so there's one full rejection. That's bounce number one, or top number one, you can also call it. And then you are waiting for top number two to confirm, and there you go. You got it right there. Okay, so that is perfect timing, because this is the 9 a.m. candle, so this encompasses the New York Open. And now it's 10 o'clock. Okay, it is 10 o'clock sharp right now. If you were to look at it with wicks, you'd see that there was a huge probe to the downside on this particular candle. It went down almost as far as the bar itself completed from the open to the close. Well, the low was even like double that. So I call that a probe. And probes are kind of cool because if you think about it, it probes down. It wants to go down. It's shooting down, but it ends higher, which means that's a back test also. So the same theory holds that now you've got your if you're going to sell now, you're selling a retracement, right? So if you want to look at this on the and by the way, this is a complete setup now. Why? Because you have a double top against resistance, right? And it's ending in the direction that you want to go. Also, if you look at RSI, you can see that the relative strength index showing a double top as well. It's very clearly a double top against the 50% level and the EMA line. So that's very clearly showing you that. And then on as far as the MACD, just trending down well into the lower half now, and the histograms showing a lot of weakness there. So all these things are kind of helping show you that your setup is copacetic basically. So it's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is a great time to trade. Let's switch to a 5-minute chart and see what the chart looks like at 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock sharp, we're right here. This is the 10 o'clock hour. As you can see, we've retraced up to the 20 period moving average, which is a great place to trade from. It's a good solid level of resistance. And as a matter of fact, that's where we're at right now. So you can go ahead and get short here and take it down for, like a 1.2 with a stop above the swing high. That's a pretty nice wide stop, I think. So that's gives you lots of room for play in case it needs some time to kind of wiggle around. But these trades are scalp trades. These are not like supposed to be big, swing trades or anything like that. But if you're a scalper like me that likes to risk about $1,500 per trade, and you make a 1-to-1, well, you just made $1,500 and your day's over. You need one trade and you're done. So $1,500 in the bank and you're done for the day. So that's basically the way I do this. And yeah, I'll finish up right there. That's basically it.